with you and show you say, yo, all the way I say don't make any sense. That's what the man I say you have to go back and read the whole thing and then have a full conversation with him. That's what I'm saying to you. I get all of the teaching where Caution teachers, you know. Already, you know. But I just you with your head now get it because you're not to go back and read the thing where you even come talk about. You get me? That's why I say move forward. Make we talk about what Andrew Holness I do. Because you want this track, the whole situation. I try to make Mark Golding be the next Prime Minister. And that me see you come and try this track. And that can't, you where you do can't this track, because me I go be the man where I move forward all the time. I tell you, listen, we want to know where you do. Yes, Mr. sir.
Ingram, good day, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, man, all do you make me lose all of your day, but forward.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Mr. Ingram.
I am permanently and irreversibly.
Somebody come up in our box, mute the mic, make the man introduce himself, make we hear him.
And I'm unapologetically about this man named Cadet. All he's going around and doing is perpetuating these little pedestal comments from the persons who, yes, you need to leave. Because you go around as a Prime Minister sympathizer and try to perpetuate the little foolishness them. Talk about the Prime Minister's comment that he made in the tape that was released on Caution the other night, when the Prime Minister said he gave $3,000 from his charity account. And in the Integrity Commission's report, he said he has no charity. That's a blatant lie to the Jamaican people. And that's also
moving forward, sir. That's what me are telling him to do. Move forward. That's the topic where we want here. Yeah.
That is proving that he's a liar. And sooner or later, that charge will be established. Because if you use money for your personal gain from a charity,
and I answer you, sir.
That is why the FID was asked to look into the matter.
Can I
get in perspective and look at these facts?
Can I answer you now?
I don't want you to answer me about nothing. I'm pointing to what you're doing from the other day, and I don't know how Caution have you up here. I'm having no discussion with you. You're a sympathizer.
No, sir. Caution, no, don't ask how Caution have him up here, sir. Caution have to have him up here because he need the teaching. So you see, man like this, we need to teach him because he might go vote for PMP, you know. He might go vote for PMP at the end of the day.
This one is a open. This one is a open.
No, man, I trickster them to Andrew Holness. All of them is a trickster Andrew Holness. Them a chick him. None of them where you see there with him, them a chick him. Them a go vote for PMP. So Caution have him, I'll get him in the right groove.
Mr. Ingram,
it is
haven't we been on platform? Haven't we been on platform already, sir? Where we talk about
disgraceful. Every day you come on platform sympathize. Talk about the fact that the man said he's not, him don't have a charity account. These are blatant acts of lie. You have no comment about it?
Mr. Ingram, I believe
the man question, and that would I like you to do. Answer what the man asks. And don't make no argument. It's not about no argument. Just answer the question, and that's all we need, sir. Please.
Jerome, I have this under control. Where is it now, Kelly?
Mr. Ingram, I believe that you are lying on me, sir. Because, Mr. Ingram, we have been on platforms already. We're, as a labor right, I have turned to you, sir, and tell us, you know, it's a foolishness that should not go. So don't come, tell the
what is explain what you mean. What is foolishness? Explain yourself. What is foolishness? This is one of the act again, you. Speak what you're speaking specifically, let the people know what you're talking about. I am making a specific statement of the fact that the Prime Minister's voice came in the tape the other day saying he lied to Jamaican people that he had no charity. Caution play on the platform the other day where he said he's giving $3,000 from his charity towards the marathon. Did you hear that?
Let me answer you 1 second, Mr. Ingram. Caution, I am going to say this again. If one of your moderator, I try to have discipline, you know. I'm trying to have manners. If one of your moderator mute me when time me attack again, I am going to come down. Full stop. Yeah, Mr. Ingram, ask me a question again to me, please.
Did you hear the tape the other night where the Prime Minister played, Mr. Prime Minister gave $3,000 from his charity? Did you hear that tape?
Mm-hmm.
You heard the tape?
Mm-hmm.
Were you also heard the Prime Minister saying that he had no charity? Did you hear that statement?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a blatant lie to Jamaican people?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
So why are you talking about like 15,000 from elsewhere?
No,
this is
Mr.
the Prime
Ingram.
Minister of Jamaica. Him cannot do what he's doing.
Very unfair now, Mr. Ingram. You're very unfair now. If same knife was stick sheep, stick goat.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
Same knife was stick sheep, stick goat.
What do you mean by
So if
that?
you're going to
How much Prime Minister we have in Jamaica?
I don't business. Mark Golding wants to become
How
the Prime
many
Minister.
Prime Minister we have in Jamaica?
One.
Thank you.
One. Mark Golding wants to be the Prime Minister. So guess what? He come and advertise himself as a man of integrity. Live by your blasted word. Live by your word.
So what, can you reveal to us this evening? Can you reveal to us this evening what integrity, what level of impropriety you have about Mike Golding?
Caution. Have a good day. Me tell us if one of your moderators mute me one more time.
Go on, Mike. Nobody
God don't know, father. I chew you get beaten. Make you behave so, father. Him wanna try calm down the situation. I don't just behave ignorant. Me can't take on the sometimes.
You come from a platform and come like say you want to take over a platform. You don't want to listen. You want to just take over and just talk. I'm gonna see you on no JP platform attack. So them no want you point at me. Put it in my back. You can talk.
You're good, you man. You're good, man. You're too good.
You understand? You gotta come out for the platform. You know where to go. You look him up, put him in my back. You don't have nowhere to go.
Teaching man. I say if you make them come down off of their own. Make glad that nobody jack them, man. I say if you make them come down, man, cause teaching is Jamaican people up here listen to you, my father. Look how much people are listening to you.
One single at a time. You lay a point and you get aggressive where you start to talk about Mark Golding. You bring the conversation all kind. I don't know if I talk, I try to get back in the Labour Party. But that is not the issue. I will outline something before and you don't want to accept it. Dayton Campbell was not affiliated with the KSMAC, so you can't mix him with that. So you understand what I say? Mark Golding is not affiliated with the KSMAC, you can't mix him with that. So Swebe come out, come talk, Feder left for come talk. And anything Swebe do, Feder do. Because the two of them work together down at KSMAC. So anything was Swebe do, Feder do. So if you don't want to say Swebe do this, Feder do it too. Because the two of them signature for go upon any cash arm thing they done there. So anything we go on done there, so the two of them have to know. And we have deputy mayor, Una have deputy mayor. The film signature have to go upon anything at all. So no reason logics, man.
Profound statement, Virgin. Profound statement. These are facts. Two of them run down the south. Then both of them must be there. These are facts.
Would I like to have a discussion?
If not ever answer the question where you ask him. All I know.
More than one for have a discussion. Nothing wrong with having a discussion. But respect the platform. Respect that you can come in my box, and even though Jerome passionate about him thing, I try to make him know, so listen, just Bill, who deal with this break here? You understand? If I see it get out of hand, more know say, alright, yo, circle it back down and them little thing there. You're talking out of context on a level where we are talking about something, you extend, I go all about the place and this and that, and now stay within the realm of the conversation. People are going to have a problem with that. Me, I got have a problem with that. Anybody I got have a problem with that. You understand? So more any labor right where can come up and have a decent conversation, brother, not an arrogant conversation. We can sit properly and reason. You understand? My brain kind of fresh right now, so I'm not take on anybody.
Yeah, man, we can reason. Once you willing to take the correction,
I check which correction.
every time you get corrected, you get upset. You came with some foolishness the last time, not knowing what the market is. And when we tell you what the market is, you got upset and you kick we off. It's clear. Some of the stuff them you're not knowledgeable about. And when we start to give you knowledge, you get
All right,
upset.
so for example, why? So what I am saying now, what you are saying, the engineer, you know everything.
I don't know everything, but I know some things. At least I had to have known some stuff to have passed economics.
What you don't know? What you don't know?
I don't know the scientific name for the aorta.
That's all.
But I also don't know why the Roman Empire fell.
Okay. And you know what
I don't know what Trump's end game is, since he's slashing putting tariffs on his two biggest trading partners.
That's fine. But I don't know, why are you so determined to try to like discredit me? Am I
Caution, why would I do that?
Are you feared? Is the Jamaica Labour Party am I some kind of threat to the Jamaica Labour Party that you have to come over here and be speaking like, oh, you were wrong about this? Listen, let me tell you this.
But wait, Caution, when me wrong, you know tell me say me wrong. I hate when people tell lie on me. Because if you come and you say something about numbers or percentage, I don't take away the percentage from you, you know. Me might have a problem when we reach the percentage, but that doesn't mean say me I gonna say I know that when me say. My problem is that why is it that today, right, you said Jamaica has more spending power than in 2015. We are using real life as an example. 2015, one cabbage was $20 a pound, but in 2024, one cabbage is $300-400 a pound. How can you explain that? May I explain?
That means that, well, I don't know, cabbage as you, let me see how much time to it. I don't want to go get the numbers wrong and nobody come laugh after me and say, I done and this and that. So what is done? I make sure I go from the calculator and tell her how much percentage cabbage raised by weight. So 300 divided by 20.
The price of bread cheaper. Here, father.
15 times.
Let me tell you.
15 times, right? 15 times. So 100 would have be how much percentage now? So you have 1, 2, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. So 50. Clock, 1,500%.
May I explain it to you?
You want to explain that to me?
No, but let people hear my explanation.
Oh, your explanation. All right, fine.
Yeah, man, yeah. So let's say that there are two people and them earn $100 a month. And the two of them are two minimum wage earners. And two different governments go to both of them. They give one 70% increase and they give another one 140% increase. Remember, you know, the two of them were minimum wage earners to begin with. They were earning less than is needed to make a life for themselves. But one get 140% and one get 70%.
Can we take into consideration also the price of the foods and the inflation rate at that time?
Yeah, man, we're going to get to that. So one gets 70%. No, we're going to get to that. So one gets 70%. And one get 140%. Two different, man.
And what was the
cool.
What was the
so at the same time, food prices go up by 70%. Which of those two persons have better spending power?
No. Stop there, sir. Stop right there. All food does not go up by 70%.
No, it doesn't matter. No, we're going to agree with you. I'm going to agree with you. I agree with you.
Listen, let me explain something to the popular people, my brother. Not just try to cut the conversation. I can't explain. What I am trying to say
is it.
Food prices varies. So the cabbage when me just mentioned to you went up by over 100%. Way over 100%. So there are certain food prices
that do go way over 100% and certain food prices that is below 100%. But what your government do is calculate all of the food them together and give you overall percentage. But look at this now. Suppose what you have on your list of being below 100%, me no buy. Me not gonna benefit from that. What about the things them will go over 100% now when me buy? It will affect me. So for your household, your cost of living might be lower than mine, because guess what now? Probably me like cabbage. Suppose me like cabbage. Suppose me like my sweet potato. Suppose me like my sweet pepper and all of these things where food gone up over 100%. I will feel a massive increase in over 100% in increase in food prices. So don't broad brush every food in a one basket and say, oh, food gone up by 70%. That's a lie. Let the people know that.
Okay, that's an interesting point. That's an interesting argument. That's an interesting argument.
Yes, you average the food prices increase at 70%. Let us let them know that.
Okay, that's an interesting argument. Here's my counter argument. No, wait a minute. You know, so we are going good so far. Because you want me to talk and me and make you talk.
Listen, you are talking because you want to reply. You have to let the people know that all food does not go up by 70%. How much is it for a pound of chicken? No.
But I listen to your reply. Listen to mine.
How much is it for a tin of sardine? Did that go up by 70%? Do we have a fixed food rate?
I agree with you, but give me a chance to reply, Caution. I'm saying when JTA sit down to bargain for wage increases on behalf of teachers, they use the information that they get from Statin and they say, government, inflation has gone up by this percent. They don't sit at that meeting and say bread went up by 200%. And I saw them talk.
Well, I guess they want me to negotiate.
When the doctors, when every wage group sit down to do a negotiation, they're using inflation. They're not using the price of bread or the price of a cabbage. Nobody does that.
Listen, you have to. You have to take
Nobody
into
does that, Caution. Nobody negotiates like that.
You have to, because in the real world, this is a thing, you know. That's why I'm telling you, the Jamaica Labour Party has last contact, right? And they have lost the real world contact. They are only dealing with numbers. The numbers that you are producing to the world right now is not what people are experiencing. So you might come from my platform and tell me, say, oh, if we go up by 70%, but if somebody will look at you and say, really? And since the other party come in, the price is for that when we used to pay triple.
Okay, but caution, it's not yesterday that they started doing it like this. You know. They've been doing it like this for decades now, both under the GLP and under the PNP.
Well on. I guess you probably not understand what I'm going. Well on.
Yeah, man. Go for something. Because for decades now, this is how they have done it. JTA sit in a meeting, PNP's in power. They talk about this is what inflation is. Nobody goes to that meeting and talk about bread.
Father. No one ask you a question. Where you try to say? Andrew fi go back in our power again?
Wait, Jerome. Well, I know. Who this in a parliament with a food basket?
Andrew.
So why is he in the food basket, in the parliament with the food basket?
He's showing what was he showing that time? What minimum wage can buy? I think that's what he was showing, right?
The thing.
I can't remember what the presentation was.
What touched on concern the common man?
The main thing is that the Prime Minister was campaigning on food prices in 2015. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So we are going to use the same food prices to judge him in 2024 to see what his accomplishments have been. So
what are the food price numbers?
Hold on. Me personally, no one to hear about inflation. Me personally, no one to hear about this, that. Me no want to hear nothing, because when he was bringing the food basket to Parliament, he did not
mention inflation. He did not mention all of these things. What
You sure, Caution? You sure he didn't
I am
mention inflation?
100% sure that he did not. He was saying that
Then
this government.
what's that date? What is that date?
Listen. Well, on Brethren, he was saying, just type in the budget presentation 2015. He was
2015.
discrediting
All
the
right,
government.
we're going to go back and go listen to it.
That, listen. Him did not discredit the government, saying that they cannot manage cost of living because of cost of food was going up, and people could not buy enough food as they wanted underneath the PMP administration. Now he became Prime Minister now, and we gone back for the basket with a $3,000 him use for shop, and me now bring $3,000 go to the supermarket. Today, I'm going to want a cabbage. And guess what?
No, man, no. Let me use half of minimum wage. No, man, Caution. Let's use half of minimum wage. And see if it can buy the same thing.
Brethren. Listen to what me saying, man. All right, let us calculate half of minimum wage.
Half of minimum wage. Can it
Right,
buy
well,
the same
no. My great friend, Diego. So half of minimum wage is supposed to carry us through the week, right?
No. It's supposed to buy the same thing or more than is in that basket.
Yeah, but a whole heap of things in this formula.
Yeah, man, yeah. So can half of minimum wage, which is 7,000. How much is half of minimum wage?
Man, listen, man. Mute your mic. Don't say a word. Well, on. We are going for something else to you now. We are bringing it to reality.
Oh, we are dead here.
All right. So, you want to ask everybody now.
No, Caution say I should mute my mic.
How much money worth of food you think that is? On the screen. We have 1 Milo, 2 pounds of sugar, 1 tin of sausage, a tin of corned beef, 1 baked bean, 2 mackerel, 1 tin of milk, or what is 3 pounds of rice, and almost 3 pounds of flour. How much that?
I don't know. How much is it?
So you know live in Jamaica?
Big man, just tell us the price. I want to play games.
That's a 5 grand. 5 grand.
Okay,
5
so that's less than half of minimum wage.
all right, so what I know? You see no Pampers in there?
No, man, find an example of half of minimum wage. We never seen a Pampers. I didn't see any Pampers in
Me can't say something, Father. Me can't say something with that. Give me 1 second, Father. 1 second. You see that, Father? Where am I show you? A 1 day food. Remember good.
1 day. No bread. Somebody said no bread.
We just want to see what half of minimum wage can buy. Just show us what half of minimum wage can buy.
Well, half of minimum wage right now, currently.
Can it buy more than what was in Honest's basket?
No. Calm down, no. The minimum wage, right? What is there? Half. What? No chicken not in there, no saltfish not in there.
We just want to know about Wholeness Basket. Are you show me Wholeness Basket, you know?
$15,000 is for the basket now. Because this what you see right here, so.
Big
this
man,
is just a
could we please see what half of minimum wage can buy today?
The engineer, and that is the issue with you. You're not listening, and because you're not in touch with reality, you fail to understand the concept of what I try to bring across to you. This is not even half of what in the basket, and we reach $5,000 already.
Caution. You need to show us what was in Wholeness's basket in 2015.
Half of the basket. Well, I know more one of the woman them. $5,000, right? So we need to know how much a tin of formula, how much a pack of Pampers. You understand what I say? We have some more things in the basket where we need to put the prices to it right now.
Wholeness basket was half
That's
of
a
minimum
matter of
wage.
fact. Listen,
Let us
man,
see half of minimum wage today. Let us see half of minimum wage today.
And me I try to tell you, brethren, but I keep on a rush the thing, brother. This takes process. It's go, you have a thing where them call them due process.
due process. If somebody put on $500 for the bread, that's
No, man. What
6,000.
was in wholeness basket? Me just want to know.
If minimum wage depends on where if minimum wage depends on where you're there, you know. Me not cut my father. Hold on there. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. A 14 parish brother. Member say it depends on where you're there to. Cause some place brother it is higher brother. Member good.
Great point.
Jerome,
Great
wholeness
point.
was in Kingston.
Great point. Well on there.
Uh,
Diego, where I said Diego? Well on the man, the engineer. Other
Wholeness was
people
in
there.
Kingston when
Well
you showed
on
us
the
that basket.
wait. Listen, the engineer, please, no man. Other people there. Man.
Let me tell you with the
Yeah.
engineer. Him understand what go on at the country. And where you try to explain to him understand. Andrew only brought a basket to Parliament showing various items were there just to make it look bad to the public. Say, yo, you don't make no money. Right? You put up a baby formula will cost $3,000. You put up Pampers, you put up a lot of things to escalate the price of my thing to reach up there. We are make a basket right now with the minimal of things, a mackerel we I use, aisle. Him never have anything in that basket, so cheaper things them here. And the money done already.
They go down. You have to use the same items which was in
You
his
man, then
basket.
you never can put none in the engineer. If you try to tell you,
So let us use
Man,
the
I
same
try
items.
to say a scandal bag you go walk out with father.
Prove it to me. Prove it to me.
Mute. One of the female them, you can text it how much for your pack of Pampers and how much for your formula, please. We're going $5,000 already. Text it. Make you do some maths on this.
What is the cost of
Listen.
what was in wholeness?
Listen, the engineer just mute your mic now, please. Stop try confused. I want a female text in the comment how much your pack of Pampers and how much your tin of formula, please and thanks. That's how I want. Yeah. Please, me I beg you, just text it in fast. Me see how much your bread. We're going 5,000. Scarlett say we're going 6 grand. So we need to know how much. Come in, man, now, man, in a brother for type and something, the brother. And type the price at in a family and a man, August, 4,500. So we're going 10, that what? 10,500. How much you tin a something now?
The formula was in
Listen,
wholeness basket.
Yo, listen up. Alright, now. Somebody
In wholeness
else.
basket.
What I mean about family the in there? Lock your mind, no brother, and tell her why in the brother.
Question.
Brother, yes, no man. Then go and go watch the video and see what the man take out. Alright, see it now. So, alright, 6-packer. What the formula there? Come again 10 grand. How much is formula? Alactogen, 1,700 for your team. Alright, so you have cheap Pampers and you have dear Pampers. Me know wholeness not take up no cheap Pampers. So I go for the dearest Pampers, 4 or 5. So we have 2 grand this on us. So that's a $12,000. $12,000.
And then you know buy the formula yet, you know. I just say lactogen you buy.
Formula. Then I put something here. So I say Allergen for 1,750.
And the formula for 3,800, brethren.
The formula for 3,800 now.
Brethren, when you buy a clem are nearly $3,000 in a brethren.
What would the man have said to me then? So just the formula and the pack of Pampers alone are 7 grand.
That
Was not wholeness basket to not make up stuff.
Go on, go watch it. Go on, go watch it video then the engineer.
The engineer. Them
Watching
thing I'm
it
door
now.
like couldn't in a brother. Them thing I'm door like couldn't in a brother. Go and look at the man basket, brother. Go and go watch a video. The man I go take out the item. Them 100% sure about the Pampers. I'm 100% sure about the formula. I'm 100% sure. 100% sure. That a $15,000 that we gone right there, so. Plus them item are right so. Look, you know, them item are right so. See? Them item are right so. One bread, one pack of Pampers, and one formula.
Yo, I true we not act pity like them, you know, and bring them thing up. Julian Robinson tell them, the man say, yo, me not even get pity like, you know. Because if I bring the basket come to Parliament now, and not even the basket we can buy right now. We can't even buy the basket itself. We put the good
Me I
thing
say,
in.
father, you see, basket is a scandal bag now. It is a scandal bag. You come out with a basket, but when you come out it's a scandal bag, you come out with one little one.
In
And
a
I know
PMP
big-
time, you could have buy a
Okay.
basket. That which I show and open up on the eye. In a PMP time, we could have buy a basket for the market. Right now, you're lucky you know shirt we are trying to put the thing them in for hold them out when we are come out of the place, Bridget.
That happen. It happen.
You see me? And that I go start happen. We can't go buy the scandal back them. So here we go, we have to go walk with a big shirt, show them in it, wrap it round, and come out of the place, Bridget.
First I come up here, so I defend the JLP. Don't think them go to supermarket in the morning.
Yeah, so I can't hear you so good in here. Hello in the summer.
I don't know what they are the network anyway. First
Okay.
I come out. And them not see when the people them read.
Well on there. A two formula, well on them. Just get some information. They got two formula the boss having at the basket, you know.
Yeah, they come like you know hear me I say to you, Bridget. You have two, remember say you have two things you have to mix, you know. You have the claim we have for $3,000.
Weak.
And the where the other one the name for $1,000. So practically right this alone the baby food that cost nearly $5,000 in a Bridget.
Well on there. Me no want nobody feel like a line, I tell. Just give me 1 second, please. Well on there. Me I try put it up. Me couldn't see the tooth in a formula. I want to see the tooth in a formula. I don't want to say, boy, caution and make up this thing, you know. Nah, make up nothing for labor, right, brother.
Make up it the brawl in the whole of we seat. It in a house of parliament when come up with the basket. In a house of parliament, he walk up with it. So everybody will know their history. We know.
See that the engineer. Look good.
Look on the hand we are going in a
I'm
basket.
looking for the
Look on
budget
the hand we are going in a basket here.
No, it's not 2014. It's not 2015 rather. That's not the budget speech. Caution, when was the budget speech? I just looked through the 2015 budget speech. It's not 2015. Let us
Engineer.
just tell me when was the budget
Engineer.
speech so we can see the items. What's so hard in that?
The
Not
budget speech
2015. When was it?
2015.
Big man, it was not
2015.
2015.
Sorry if your phone now show you 2015.
No,
I don't
no,
know
no,
why
no,
you-
no, 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 no. This is
Listen.
YouTube. This is
Listen,
YouTube. It's
listen.
not 2015. And the article that you showed us is a 2013.
Listen, man.
The 2013 article you showed us.
Listener, the engineer. I am not in the back and forth with you because me type in 2015 budget. Alright, I'm gonna type it in and make
The article is a 2013
sure. Listener, man, the engineer. I'm tired from mute and
article.
Just leave the mic alone. Leave the mic alone. You understand? Leave the mic alone. Andrew Holness. (2015) budget speech. And you're something can make sure check it again, brother. And if me my boy say me not to take you out of the box. But yo, God no, I'm really tired of you now, man. Youth.
Nah, man, get the facts from my father, man.
See the man here? See the man right here, sir? You have to type in the basket. See me I talk about the basket. Well on there.
Jamaica,
See
a
that?
government without a
2015, March 19, 2015. See that?
has described the Porter Simpson Miller administration. Mr. Holness scored on the government's handling of the economy as he made his contribution to the 2015-2016 budget debate.
You wanna hear? Wanna hear the date?
Brawling.
Caution. Up your
We don't know if
give
him
me
not hear
up your
that. We don't know if
give me
him
a
not hear
podcast.
that.
Where I put
We don't
you
know
up
if him
your
not hear that. If I get a
podcast.
beat.
I'm more reach up
YouTube.
Listen.
Jamaicans are faced with. Making his public presentation in Gordon House on Thursday, Mr. Holness argues that Jamaicans are worse off today than they were in 2011 under the former JLP administration. Holness claims rising food prices,
When I listen?
currency and high
Yes, sir.
unemployment.
And you tell me, say, you not see
He
this?
did not bring a basket of good in 2015.
Listen.
Yeah, we are listening.
Mute your mic and listen.
Spending power has diminished drastically for a minimum wage.
Listen, I go hear the man start talk.
Low-income earner was able to afford in 2011 versus 2015.
You hear that? And the man hold the basket in him and he tell me he said the man to bring it out 2015. Listen,
Man, big man, he did not bring up that stuff good in 2015. It's on YouTube.
Listen, man, people like people not having on the box, brother. But
Look
don't
in
like
the
them
YouTube
style,
video, big man. Video can't lie.
Listen, man.
Bro,
Listen,
him
man.
and they have play the evidence for you and you go against that, father. The evidence
Jesus
that they are
Christ,
against
the
that.
Lord,
Yes,
the date the woman talk, the woman talk the date, the news woman talk the date and said the 2015 budget debate.
But Kasha,
2015.
you know, I'm glad you play. You hear the one Andrew say, Oxtail in it.
But still not in there.
if you realize a while ago, nah, this is the way I play now.
Blessings, boy. Me know not about eat to the bay, but me really sorry the engineer that left. Here why? You see that basket thing there? Me have first hand knowledge of it in 2015. Let me tell you why. For those who don't know who I am Ishtonio, Ishmael, aka Ishtonio. My friend is Andre Stevens. He was the conceptualizer of that basket issue. He was, in fact, the right hand at that time for Andrew Holness. And it was his idea in 2015. So I know personally, and we were having an issue with it in school while at the University of the West Indies. The engineer, I know about it personally, yeah?
I think Andrew back it too.
Blessings, everybody. Gosh,
Yeah.
it was in fact in 2015.
Oh, sorry, Estonia. I'm thinking it done.
Make him talk.
Yeah, man, where I said Estonia.
Estonia, talk.
Unmute your mic, this down here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, man. So if there's an anomaly around the timing, I can clear that up for you because I was around and I know about it personally. Because the person that conceptualized that particular food basket thing, a lot of people don't know who conceptualized it. It was not Andrew's idea. It was his protege's idea. And him carried it up in 2015 in an effort as a political tool at the time.
Give date and time, Ishmael. Give date and time again.
Oh, the date when he did it, it was around the 2015 budget debate.
Ishtonio, there's a Gleaner
Yes.
article dated April 26, 2013 with the same picture. How come?
I don't know about that, but I can tell
The
you.
Gleaner article, it's dated April the 26th, 2013 with that same exact picture.
The engineer. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Listen. Wait now. Listen. Hey, hold on the mute. Everybody mute in the mic. I don't want nobody opening the mic. I want everybody can hear clearly.
From Jamaica, a government without a growth plan. That's how opposition leader Andrew Holness has described the Portia Simpson Miller administration. Mr. Holness poured scorn on the government's handling of the economy as he made his contribution to the 2015-2016 budget debate in Parliament on Thursday. More in this report from Tanika Thomas.
For opposition leader Andrew Holness, the government's 3-year
News from Jamaica, a government without a growth plan. That's how opposition leader Andrew Holness has described the Portia Simpson Miller administration. Mr. Holness poured scorn on the government's handling of the economy as he made his contribution to the 2015-2016 budget debate in Parliament on Thursday. More in this report from Tanika Thomas.
For opposition leader Andrew Holness, the government's 3-year in office is tantamount to failure. He says little has been done to ease the financial burden Jamaicans are faced with. Making his budget presentation in Gordon House on Thursday, Mr. Holness argues that Jamaicans are worse off today than they were in 2011 under the former JLP administration. Holness claims rising food prices, a devalued currency, and high unemployment are just some of the failures of the Portia Simpson Miller government. To bring across his point, he returned with his favorite analogy, the food basket, demonstrating how spending power has diminished drastically for a minimum wage earner. He compared what a low-income earner was able to afford in 2011 versus 2015.
This has no appeal or corrigate. This is the reality of the People's National Party government and the docks of Jamaica. This is what you can get in Jamaica now. You can still get that thing. You get one tin of sardine. You can only get one tin of mackerel.
2015 argument done. I mean, don't want nobody come tell me now, say, Anna 2015.
Yeah, man. We
So,
don't need to. We don't
so,
need to.
so wait 1 minute. Wait 1 minute. Something need to figure out. So, I agree with Wholeness that the cost of living in 2011 was better than in 2015.
Just like how it is better than
No,
in
yes or
2015.
no? Yes or no?
No, listen. We also agree that cost of living in 2015 is better than 2024.
No, man. You believe the cost of living in 2011 under the GLP was better than in
Cost
2015
of
under the GLP?
living in
Sir, yeah, go a little bit
2015
backward and the
is
man I bring you
better
forward now to
than
show you what we did.
Okay,
Yeah, nah,
okay. But that's a year.
So
So,
let us talk about it.
so I tell you, say, cost of living today is harder than in 2011 under the GLP.
No, well, we are trying to you. If we did put minimum wage, the engineer, if we did put minimum wage at 15,000 them time, the people them could have buy.
No, there you go. Just hear me out. All I want to do is to find the list of items that's in the bag of
Well, then,
that's in the
yo,
basket
listen,
of goods, and we work out how much it costs.
Yeah.
Caution, just a
Let's
show you
start
how
going
well
from
I
now.
Why, why are you so hell bent on doing that? Why?
I'm not the one who brought up the basket.
Well,
This
wait,
discussion
No,
in the
that's what I'm
basket.
saying. I'm
Hold
asking
on,
you why.
Wait, please, no. Please, everybody. The engineer, you have the right to go and do that, and I would encourage you to do that and get back to us ASAP.
Okay, all right, no problem, brother.
Yes, fine. So little did we
So
know.
everybody,
Little did we can't accept nothing until I go find out that. But little did we know that in 2015, Jamaica made Forbes magazine. You're not gonna ask me why. I'm gonna tell you now. Jamaica was listed 64 in the world for doing business, right? That is where the investors saw Jamaica as an investment opportunity. And number one in the Caribbean island. And guess what now? In 2016, we dropped about 3 places. 2017, we go another further. Go up to 2018. We declined. From 2015 to 2019. We don't hold in that 60 spots anymore. I think we are closer more to 80, if not 80. Right now. So in the event that people are comparing the government of Portia Simpson Miller and Andrew Holness, we all can agree that underneath the Portia Simpson Miller administration is where the world saw Jamaica as a business opportunity. And these kind of investment that this government has inherited has nothing to do with what they have done. It all solely belongs to Portia Simpson Miller.
Fuck's that.
And you can go check it.
Add to your
Who go
caution.
check?
Just add
Who
to
go
your
check?
caution.
A two house one of my cousin get out of them program there. Where you talk about with Portia Simpson at that time when them say
Just to add to what you're
Jamaica
saying,
was the
caution.
first country. 2 house in buy out of the same program.
So just to add to what you're saying, I think sometimes we get lost in in where the groundwork really happened as it relates to steering the country from an economic abyss. Let me explain what I mean. Between 2010 and 2011, when Ardisha was in fact the finance minister, don't quote me on the year, but when the recession was happening, he told the country in and around the time when the JLP was in administration, he told the country that the recession would help us. You remember that we were in a recession at that time? And after that recession, when the People's National Party took government, we were locked out of the international market. And I realized a lot of people don't remember these things, you know. So nobody wanted to do any business with Jamaica. And Portia Simpson Miller, Dr. Phillips, Portia Simpson, Dr. Phillips, and their team went. I remember, because this was spoken in a class of mine, that it was Portia. She had a heart-to-heart with Christine Lagarde on Christmas Eve when they were in government, and they spoke about it, and they got a very, very, very hard deal, and then passed the deal. It was 7% a year they had to realize.
That's correct.
Sometimes,
That's correct.
To be honest, the engineer, I have a lot of respect for you, but I think your selective outrage is towards the wrong set of people, brother. We are trying to save the country, you know, and I noticed that because
King, Ish Tonio, what are you talking about?
I'm done first.
Hey, we don't have to shout. We don't have to shout. If you say you want to talk some more, me make you talk some more. We don't have to shout. Just go and talk.
Hear him, brother. Nobody with the manipulation tactic. I'm saying to you, let me finish. So what I'm saying, I realize that you have some numbers, and I realize that because numbers are, zeros, ones, twos, and stuff like that, they can be perceived a particular way. But don't think that the platform that you have, brother, you can use it for misdeeds because you lead people astray, brother. Don't do that. You have a brilliant mind, my youth. Stop the fuckery with it. Pardon my language.
Now, me here is Antonio. Here we are.
Right.
My question though is, why should I not use numbers? Numbers are objective. Numbers tell you what is happening. Why I shouldn't use numbers?
You shouldn't. I'm saying to you, don't use numbers for ill intent. Because
I'm not using numbers for ill intent. All the things that you have put forward, you cannot show me any numbers to support what you're saying.
Hey, I'm not arguing, but nobody acrylics up there. So where I say better days?
Me I say, I want you play the clippings there, where you have for your profile, where Portia are addressed, the same basket.
Okay, yes, I am going for that, right?
Request for.
Yeah, man. Okay, all right, no problem. The boss request.
Give us the facts, sir.
Why didn't you
Give us the facts.
Come to school. I think you could have get saved now.
Lose faith in whoever you want to lose faith in.
Don't say you want
number.
to get saved.
You don't like the number. That's your problem.
He's getting saved. He's on
No, man,
my
you
passion.
like perception.
He's getting
You don't
saved
like
right
number.
Hey. Yo, man.
Numbers tell you the truth.
Listen, man. Mute the mic now, please, man.
And she also had this to say.
My greatest concern, bro, is that the items in his food baskets were imported. I would have preferred if I had seen yam, dasheen, plantain, banana, breadfruit, peanut, red peas. If we did not pass the 7IMF test, there would be nothing in the basket except perhaps eucalyptus oil.
Tanika Thomas reporting.
Ah, boy.
Boy, you hear that, father?
Remember that like yesterday. I remember that like yesterday.
No, sir. Welcome to school, my father. Welcome to school. Yeah?
Thank you very much, Caution. Thank you very much.
One more point of information, and sorry about one more point of information. because of what Madam PM, former PM said, I have you guys know that is the only reason, because of that, because of those 7 tests that we passed, and because she got beg them for the loan, because of that, the JLP administration could have run come tell we say, them will give we 5 in 4, and I know me can't say no 5 nor no 4.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Me go ask a question.
The engineer, more you personally go find the picture with Dr. When name? Dr. Nigel Clark. Who else? I think Arbin Hill was in the picture. Michael Leachin and I think one more person. Don't quote me on that. But I think 4 persons though were in the picture, holding up 5 fingers and 4 fingers across them chest.
So what does that have to do with cost of living that we're talking about now?
It has a lot to do with cost of living because
Just
5%
explain it to me. Just take your time and explain it to me.
Means that 5% in 4 years mean that economics will benefit everyone, and it didn't.
No, but you make a different point, you know, Ishtoni. You're saying that they had put a goal. No, Ishtoni, the same, man. You're arguing that they had put a target that they did not meet. Nobody going to disagree with you that they did not meet the target. But what at
the wait, no. My people have never know this. So Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark has defended the government's failure to achieve the target 5% growth in 4 years, arguing that the outcomes of development were attained. So the 5 in 4 never reached.
No, they never got the 5 in 4.
The storm, the climate.
They never got the 5 in 4. We are
climatic condition.
What does that have to do with cost of living?
Because I don't know. Tell us why. Tell us why.
The weather condition.
Huh?
The weather condition.
They never got 5 in 4. So what
The same thing affect the road.
Why? So I'm saying tell us why.
The same thing affect the roads too.
Big
Weather
man, they
condition.
never got 5 in 4. You said that you were
climatic
making a bigger
changes.
point about cost of living.
Climatic change.
And the man wants to explain to us why. Explain to us why. Why. That's a simple thing.
Maybe because of low productivity. I'd guess that's the main reason why we have not got
Caution,
to
this is
attain.
Sunday evening
Hey,
caution.
on ask me to explain. On ask me to explain. Can I explain? May I explain?
1 second, please.
Explain.
I'm just making I'm making a request. I'm not in it. I'm just making a request.
Yes,
Caution. You have a
Should I
wider
explain?
audience this evening. Can you play the tape with the Prime Minister saying that he's going to $3,000 from his his charity? Please play for me this evening, sir. It's important. Sunday evening, we have a wider audience this evening. The Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Listen, Ingram, I want you to repeat what you said that make them feel the 5 in 4. Please,
The weather
it's very
condition,
crucial.
man. But the storm name
Weather
again.
condition.
The climatic
Very
condition. It affect the road too.
Burial.
Burial, thank you, burial.
Yo, I tell you.
Play the tape now with the Prime Minister.
As a fresh member.
Play
So
the
let's-
tape with the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Because that was the last. That was the
Prime
last.
Minister of Jamaica giving $3,000 from his charity account. Please.
Yeah, man.
It's important.
If the engineer him chance and officer where I must say.
Okay, so the main problem I see in terms of their inability to attain 5 in 4 is productivity. As a country, we have low productivity levels. Productivity has been consistently falling, and even when you set up a particular macroeconomic environment, we still won't achieve it. The second thing also has to do with debt. All right, research has shown that once you have too high a debt burden, you will not be able to achieve certain levels of growth. Those are the 2 reasons I'd put forward.
All right, so the engineer, the question. Hold on. So the engineer, did the Prime Minister state to the Jamaican people that he does not his thing, the Positive Jamaica is not a charity organization?
I hear they say it's not a registered charity.
We know.
Yeah,
Gosh,
yeah.
I'm just have one question to ask around the same line of argument.
No, listen, man.
We have a duty as well. Yes. We don't have a lot to do. But I made sure to carry the medicine. So I
Low, Caution, it's low.
Caution, I'm not hearing anything.
Alright, hold on, let me turn up the phone. Let me turn up the phone and see if you can go up a bit. Yeah. Too many in the car. You know. Last time I paid time in the car with the plate. So we can't kind of have a.
Like to lead by example. Yes. So if we're going to ask people, we have a. Yes. We don't have a black. And I made sure to carry the Minister of Finance with me so that whatever we gave it within our means. So I'm committing.
Caution, we can't hear the volume.
Minister of Finance.
From my foundation, the Growth and Opportunity Trust, the Jamaican equivalent of $2,000 US.
That is $5,000 US. Yeah, between us. That's $3,000 US. Your foundation again?
That's right.
Yes, $5,000 US. Yes, and mine is the Positive Jamaica Foundation. The Positive Jamaica Foundation. Yeah, I want to highlight all the positives in Jamaica. And while we're talking about positive, right? Yes. I want to big up all the people.
Yeah, Ingram.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Not all foundations are charities.
All right, okay.
Not all foundations are registered charities.
Okay, then. All right, thank you very much. Anyway, so where I say?
Yeah. So my question is the engineer. Would you
So that was a non-point from Graham, Graham or Ingram or whatever. That was a non-point. Not all foundations are registered charities.
Yes, move on. Caution, 1 minute, 1 minute, Caution, 1 minute. Can you swallow the bait? I know you swallow it, you know. The Prime Minister said that the money that he used and buy the shares was not from a charity.
Not from a registered charity.
Not from a charity. Whether
No, man.
hold on.
You're wasting time. You're wasting time with everybody. You're not
listen.
One at a time.
Whether it's registered or not, if you collect money and name it a charity, you cannot use it for your personal amount. If you
big
did
man, I
that,
can have
it is called tax evasion, and you have
can
lied
have
to
a
the country.
foundation and use
This
it
is
to
the
do.
Prime Minister. This is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. This is the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Anybody can have a foundation and use
saying that anybody like you, man, anybody like you. This is the Prime Minister of Jamaica saying that this money is taken from his charity foundation, and it's the same foundation he took money from and buy his personal shares. This is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. People, Jamaica people, listen. This is the character, our characters. Since one is here now, we are dealing with.
All right, that was the usual reaching.
No, but
I be a nonsense my talk. I be a nonsense.
Me surprised that you're not even trying to conceptualize where
me try to conceptualize it from
right? Well, I'm new to my brother, man, is the fact that this man uses charity money. Where did he get this charity money? Was it donated to him? Where did he generate this kind of money to whatsoever to buy this bond? And why would you have a charity company that you don't want to pay tax? Because if it's not charity, it's an income.
Registration more important, man.
How do you know they don't pay tax?
Anything, charity don't pay tax.
No. How do you know the foundation doesn't pay tax?
Then they wouldn't know.
How do you know the foundation doesn't pay tax?
You would have filed it. You would have filed it.
The man have filed a tax.
What are you talking about? It's a company. It's a foundation. It have a name for itself.
Are you serious? Hold on. Are you serious, the engineer? You trying to fool somebody
here
now?
If you pay tax or not, the engineer?
Are you serious?
I have the capabilities to check right now. You want me to?
Yeah,
no,
man.
Hold
Check
on. Don't even check. This man is being disingenuous to the core.
What am I being
equally a liar also. He knows.
No,
He
sir,
knows that.
Sir, Graham, let's not call each other a liar. We don't need them reputational thing there. No, Graham, we're not doing that. We're not having that
collects money, that collects money as a charity,
I've never called you a liar. Do not call me a liar here.
Must use the money for a charity. I'm telling that you.
I have never called this man a liar. I don't want this man calling me a liar here.
But if you tell lie, you want to, you expect man to call you.
Big man. What this man has said? This man, this.
If you tell lie, listen, man. Not because the man lick you with a pint, no, you want to come go on like you want to.
Which point?
So mute your mind when the man say, "Where my son, brother? Yeah, girl."
No, big man. We're not.
Yo,
Any person
doing the
knows
defamation thing.
a
Listen,
registered entity must file a tax every year, must file a return every year, whether it's a taxable entity or not. 1, 2. This man used funds from this organization that he named just now and bought personal shares. This is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. You cannot use charity money that you said is a charity. You said it's a charity. What are you defending here? He said this is a charity.
Can I respond now?
This is what this is the foundation from which the money was used.
Can I respond to this
personal
clown?
shares.
Am I allowed to respond to this clown? No, caution.
Like the engineer, you have to descend in anarchy.
No, this man is calling me a liar.
No. Listen. You can't respond, the engineer. Calm down. When you calm down, you can't
No. You it's your
Can I
life.
ask Ingram a question?
Alright,
You
hold on.
decide if you want to speak to respect.
Listen, the engineer, just calm down now, man. You know, just calm down a little bit. 200, just easy. Just easy, calm down. Make a move forward to somebody else now, please. Cole, what you have to say then? Dylan ask him question. Calm down.
Respond to his point because he said about.
Listen, you're in a heated right now. Just calm down. Just relax your 5 minutes now. That's all I'm ask. Just calm down.
I count to 10, brother.
According to the IC report that the Prime Minister filed this money, the $34,000 US, 3 times as his personal money. 3 times the Prime Minister said for him personal money. When the Integrity Commission found out that it is positive foundation money, I said, Mr. Prime Minister,
Hold on, Mr.
this
Cole.
is
Mr.
for the
Cole.
charity.
Hold on, Mr. Cole. Jerome, may I beg you, let me a box now, please. Let me a box, please. May I tell you, sister, I come to send a message. You request, you know. Let me a box, please, and thanks. Yeah, man, continue, Mr. Cole.
When the Integrity Commission said, Mr. Prime Minister, this money move from positive, end up by tax and ban. He said, okay, see back the money here, but me I keep the profit. That is what in the integrity report. So there's no apologize or apologies. Should be going out and apologize more than call a spade. The Prime Minister is a thief.
All right, Mr. Cole, all right. Delano, what question?
I come then you to tell me I must apologize, you know, I'm telling you I will not apologize in the integrity report.
So one more ask. Ingram, one more ask. Where was the 30,000 US, that's it, where the money generated from for the charity?
Where you get money from for charity?
Where you get the money
I don't
from?
know, sir.
Because the charity are normally donations, you know. Where is the donation come from to get the charity?
That's my understanding, sir.
And the next question I'm going to ask is that the money that you invest in a stocks and bond, when invest, the charity money when invest, the return and the dividend that go to himself, because it's not unusual for someone to invest charity money, you know. To invest, they call it investment investment. So in over time, the 30,000 are going to generate to 40,000, 50,000. So what I'm going to ask is that when that money generate, him take that to himself, or him put it back in the charity account?
No, the mere fact that it was registered is bought in his name.
It's not unusual. I just want to know if the money that make from the 30,000 is, if him take it for himself,
No,
or go
hold
to the
on,
charity.
hold on. It is unusual. Hold on. Let's clear this. It is unusual.
We are in the we are in the IC report. We can't find that.
Please, listen, Mr.
You
Cole.
never read the IC report, man.
Yo, John no star, man.
You never read the IC report, man.
Listen, man, one at a time. Where I say Ingram, the one say my art Ingram, just stop the confusion now. Everybody want that.
If you take the money from a registered entity and use it and buy share in your personal name, That's a complete different situation. Because each entity stands on its own. The person stands on its own, the entity stands on its own. So we can use the money from the entity and buy it, invest in your personal name. If the entity is investing, so no problem. But if the person is investing in his personal name with funds taken from the other entity. And not only that, the report the report is replete with the denial that it is not an entity. And if we want to know if it's an entity, we should check with the Registrar of Cooperative Society. That was the instruction that was given in the report. It's all there.
Yeah, but what I want to know is that the money that I understand that he didn't invest the money in a personal name. So for himself, he invest the money, which he should have invested in the charity. But I mean, I say, it is nothing unusual.
What is
the unusual part of what I say him is a thief. Hold on, I'm finished now. The part for me I say him is a thief is that when the money make money.
Hold on, sir. Hold on.
Hold on, let me finish now.
No, you make an incorrect statement.
No, let me finish.
You made an incorrect statement that must be corrected.
Let me hear where my son. Just make him finish.
I just want to know if the money that make off of the 30,000 US, if when that money is generating, if him take it for himself.
We don't reach it yet.
Yes, he does. He take the property.
And where in the IC report we can find it?
But we don't
which
reach
page?
it yet. We don't.
Because the IC report are 100 pages.
You cannot take it.
Hold on. Me are going at the IC report now. So me are going to reach that report there and read it out. Akam, what go on?
And while you look in the report, you can take it from the separate entity have to operate independently. The person cannot operate on behalf of the entity.
All right then.
That is absolutely wrong.
There, brother man. So I just come upstairs to kind of get some clarification because while we're up discourse, and Dr. Cole, I know I told you at the time that you should apologize because you were implying, right? And making supposition based on the implication. You and I share the same point of view. But what Akan is never going to do is imply something without proof. So make it go to proof because the general down here, sir, the engineer, was talking about cost of living. And cost of living generally is checked by CPI, right? And more importantly, by inflation rate. Now, if we're talking from 2015, which Caution was alluding to, in 2015, right, the cost of living was about 3%. In 2024, it was 4.3%. Of late, it is 5%. So if we're reasoning on a logical, statistical level, and by this information is coming from Staten, you can check it yourself. This is not something I can make up. So if we're going to use statistics like the general same like we use information and statistics, statistically, Jamaica's cost of living has increased. So it hard feel a man, the way you used to purchase a pound of rice for $100 in a 2015, no, you can't purchase it for that. The cost of living has increased. So that point that you're making is thoroughly off basis in the old water now. You see me as in general? Again, it's not about feelings. Can realize that people get aggressive and attack certain type of way. We need to go to that level. But statistically, based on what you are saying, the point not have no water. Now, if we're going to talk about the IC report, it could be logical when we are break this down. As it is right now, who on this panel believes that our Prime Minister did not lie to the Jamaican people? Make we start from this. Is there anyone on this panel that believes that the Prime Minister did not deceive the nation?
Me believe him deceive us.
Exactly. So if we're going to be logical, make we start with that. We have a Prime Minister that deceived our people. For the mere fact that you never admit when you were asked repeatedly if you're being investigated and if anybody was being investigated, you actually go as far as saying nobody in your party not being investigated. So if we're going to talk based on logic, make we do that. If our emotions we are talking about, make we just clear that emotions we are talking about.
No, but the IC come out and said there is no one investigating for illicit enrichment. The IC come out and said that, you know.
The IC said that no one was being investigated.
The IC said there is no one is investigated by illicit enrichment.
When?
There is no illicit 6, there is no illicit 8. The IC come out and said that.
No. And this is the deception that people have a problem with. The IC did not say no one. Right? It's being investigated. They said there was not an illicit 6. Later on, they did say, and the newspaper and everybody else report this, that there was actually 8, and then more people were being investigated. So do not conflate information. This is the problem that our people have. Here, I know 6 people, and we run 4. Nobody now be investigated. No, what they said is not 6. 8. So let's be clear. You see, that's what I'm saying. If we play this semantic game instead of just being authentic, we're going to deceive people. And this is not the case, because we need to judge on a republic pretty soon. So we have to get this right. We can't have politicians that play domino with it. And now hold them accountable. And that will come to system, you're going to jump.
Repeat what I just said. Akan.
Yeah.
Repeat what I said, please.
We cannot afford in this day and age, when potentially we're moving towards a republic, right, to have politicians and parliamentarians playing political domino with people's life. And I tell you this, that, and the third, and nobody owes them accountable. No, I'm not saying that if you're a Labour writer, a PMP, it's not from that. You're Jamaican. You're Jamaican first. So the basic needs of the Jamaican population must supersede whichever party you come from. And until we get to that point, we're going to have problems. We'll always have problems. So, like when DG, I say, boy, the engineer, I say, boy, you want to reason statistically, because that's how I reason. But, bro, you can't conflate statistics. If you have a reason from statistics, make a reason from statistics. It costs more for the average Jamaican to live today. That's a fact. That's unquestionable.
Do you want to argue statistics? Because Ralston Hyman already agrees with me. He said the cost of living has gone up by 70%, but we both know that wages for minimum wage has gone up by 140%. Everybody who knows basic economics knows if your wage, if you increase the wage,
no,
yeah, man, I can't give it to you.
I like what he's saying. Make him land, because
if wages run higher than inflation, then you're getting greater spending power. That is simple mathematics.
Yes, sir, but this is the point that you're not getting again. Inflation is the information I gave you just now. So you're saying wages has gone up, but that don't change the fact that inflation is increasing. And it don't change the fact that based on the inflation, your cost of living, which is calculable by those, also has gone up.
No, maybe I didn't hear what you said about inflation. I was distracted for a minute. So just repeat what you said about inflation.
Okay, so in 2015, the cost of living was 3.01.
What is 3.01?
That's the inflation, sorry. The inflation
what
rate
is 3.01?
The inflation rate in 20. Wait, are you hearing me properly?
What is 3.01? Just tell me what is 3.01.
Wait, I'm not hearing me. Inflation.
Oh, you mean the inflation was 3.01%?
Yes, or inflation rate. Yes, that's what inflation rate is measured by.
Okay, go on.
Right. In 2024, in December of 2024, it was 4.3%. Again, you can simply go to the statins page and you can find it.
No, wait, sir. Just wait. No, it's a question on your calculation. It's a question on your numbers.
Allow me to finish, sir. I am saying to you, all of this information not coming from a can. This is from Statin. This is from the organization that our people is using for everything. So go to the Statins page, and the calculation and the information is there in a PDF file. You can download it. Zin? So 4.3% in December 2024. Currently, as it is right now, it's above 5%. It's 5.3%. So, sir, based on inflation rate and CPI, right? It costs more to live in Jamaica now versus 2015. That is not in question. That is a fact.
Just so you know, Akin, just before you continue, the engineer. Yeah, man, please don't mislead the people telling people that Ralston Hyman agreed with you. He didn't. I was listening to the program when you were on. He didn't agree with you. It was very much a heated debate about it, and he said to you, what are you using? It depends on what you're using. That's what the man said.
Exactly, which is the point I was making to him just now.
is the same thing that he's saying. That he's saying.
He agreed that you use the CPI. No, wait. I make you talk. But I make you talk. Hear what I said. He agreed that you use the difference in the CPI, the percentage increase in the CPI to calculate cost of living. He agreed with that. You're telling me that he didn't agree with that. That's the first thing he said on the program. I asked him a question and he said, yes, that is how the calculation is done.
What was the question?
Didn't he say that?
What was the question that you asked him?
I said, I want to know numerically how cost of living is calculated. Is it that you take the increase in the CPI? And he said, yes, that is how it's done. Go back and listen.
You led us to believe a while ago. You led us to believe that he agreed with you about cost of living being lower than 2015. And that's
No. What we established in the conversation is, one, the cost of living increased by 70% since 2015. That's something that we agree on. He also agreed that minimum wage increased by 140%. But then he's making some clever arguments that because poor people still have it hard.
And the engineer can also agree that inflation have went up to over 5%, right?
Caution, I really think you're
I am
with.
asking.
No, Caution, I don't think you understand the numbers.
But to be honest with you,
Caution, I just don't think you understand the numbers.
Wait. So what you are trying to say? Inflation have nothing to do with that, with this.
No, but that's what we mean when we say cost of living. Is inflation what cause cost of living? And we're saying that it has cumulatively.
Oh, so you're basically trying to say, wait.
So we're saying something that costs $100 in 2015 costs $170 today.
Wait there. So basically, what you're trying to tell me now, sir, as a numbskull, as a dunce, you understand when I put myself that way there?
No. You know you're brighter than that.
Listen, bad man, just put me on a level as a dunce, right? You are tell me, sir, inflation, right? Remember, inflation just go up from December to January, 1.8% go on panic now, And you want to tell me, say that what we're going on now, change the dynamics and the prices of things and all them kind of something there. That I try to tell me, say, okay, so because you don't have this information from October, and the same thing I got up now. And not only that now, the whole fact of inflation, right? Just say you calculate the whole inflation, and we kind of outline that. Where you say go up by, you say cost of living go up by 70%. But items that me might buy in my house might go up by more than 70% compared to where you buy. And not everything me buy, and not everything me use, and not every kind of food me eat. Suppose me is a vegetarian. Suppose me just eat vegetables. Did cost of living go up by 70% for me? No. It got more than that because vegetables has increased dramatically.
But we already give you that point. We say every individual. No, caution. We say every individual.
No, we have to.
We say every individual will independently.
Listen, man.
Go on, talk about brother.
We have to break down things for everybody to understand. When you say it on a broad space like that, it would sound like every price in a Jamaica just go up by 70%.
I never said that. I've never said that.
Okay, well, me personally, I try to explain to the other people them, break it down smaller as I done. And tell them, say, listen, it doesn't mean that everything grows by 70%. What it means is that they've used a metric to calculate
an average,
and it comes to 70. But you can go and you shop. But that 70% doesn't affect you. It can go more for you, and it can go 70 for some people.
Correct. 100% correct, Kosh. Good point. All right, so now let me respond to the first guy. Sir, when we talk about the inflation from 2015 to today, you don't simply look at the inflation in December 2015 and the inflation in December 2024, and then you say, oh, these are the and that's not how the calculation is done. The calculation consider the point-to-point inflation as you jump from one period to the next. Or you see what the CPI was in 2015 and what the CPI is in 2024. So the way that you're doing your calculation is 100% wrong.
Actually, no.
Okay,
I'm
boss
glad you
man?
mentioned. Well, I'm glad that you said that. So let me respond to you now. So we're gonna be technical. Let's be technical.
Yeah, man, let's be technical. Let's be technical.
Because the CPI and the inflation rate and cost of living. I don't know why you're telling people that all of these things are the same thing, because they're not. Also, if we're going to be statistical about it again, we're going to break it down the way you want it. Let's do that. I didn't want the long drawn out thing, but we could do it.
Big man, any way you do it, the way you do it is
Just a
wrong.
second.
Any way
Let
you
me-
do
let me
it, the
finish,
way
Papa.
you just did it is wrong.
Let me finish, sir. The cost of the inflation rate actually in 2015, 3.69%. 2016, it went down to 2.35%. 2017, 4.38%. 2018, 3.74%. 2019, 3.91%. 2020, 5.23%. 2021, 5.86%.
1 minute.
Oh
One
my
minute.
God.
Let's discuss it one at a time.
10.35. Just give me a second. 10.3%.
No, all right, let me write down your figures. Just start over. Let me write down your figures.
This is why I said to you, go to the page. You're not in an area where you can look at the information for yourself.
Just do it and let me write it down. Go on,
All
Tom.
right.
Let's start over.
3.69% 2015. You got that?
Yeah, man, 3.69.
2016, 2.35%.
Go on.
2017, 4.38%. 2018, 3.74%. 2019, 3.91%. 2020, 5.23%. 2021, 5.86%. And the greatest leap we've had over 10, 20 years in 2022, 10.34% inflation rate. And then 2023, 6.47%. 2024 in December went down to 3.4%, up now in 2025 to 5.03%. Now, based on your calculation, right? What you must now do.
So let me
is-
go over them. Let me make sure some me yes to the same thing.
Yeah,
You
man,
said
because I want to do.
3.69.
Wait. Stop. Before you
No,
start.
no. Just tell me if
Before
I'm
you start-
wrong.
No, wait. We're good, man. Before you start, though, give these people the formula that you use to articulate inflation with CPI so that cost of living can be calculated. Because it seems like you know what you're doing. So give them that formula so they can follow along
Oh,
as
big
well.
man. Just tell me. I just want to be sure that the numbers are correct. Just go over them. 3.69, 2.35, 4.38, 3.74, 3.91, 5.5, 5.2, 5.86, 10.34, 6.74, 3.74, and 5.03. Those are the numbers you just gave me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now listen to me.
Go ahead.
So the inflation at the start of 2015, something that cost $100 at the start of 2015, would cost 1.0369 times the cost of the start of 2015 to find the cost at the end of 2015. True or false?
Absolutely.
Okay. What about the end of 2016? How do you do that calculation?
By doing the same thing you just did just now. The current price.
So you have to divide. No, listen to me. You have to divide each of these numbers
just
by
asked me a question, you
100.
say the list there?
Sir, give me a chance.
Go
You
ahead.
have to divide each of these numbers by 100. Add 1 to it. Multiply that by the cost at the start of 2015. And you keep doing it for each year to find the cumulative cost at the end of 2024. Isn't that how the calculation is done?
Absolutely. What's your
Yes,
point?
so
I'm trying
why
to-
are you
what's your-
only using 2 numbers? Why are you telling me about the start number and the last number to tell me to do the comparison when that is not how the calculation is done?
First and foremost, let's make this clear. We're having a discourse here that's pretty
No.
quick.
No. Just
Allow
explain
me to
that
answer the
to me.
question that you asked me.
Yeah, man. Sure.
Right? So we're having a discourse, right? Using inflation rate, right? Because it's directly proportional to cost of living. So if you understand inflation, I give you that range, you can generally see. Yes? Now, for us to sit down here on this panel and calculate all the cost of living for all those years up to this point, so we can dictate that this is right anyways, because it's basically telling the same thing. Why would we do that? Yeah, it's childlike. So, because at the end of the day, what is your point? The point is that what I'm saying is correct.
No,
That
but
doesn't
you said
change
the
the
figure that
accuracy of
I
what I'm saying.
gave of 70% was incorrect. Wasn't that what
I
you said?
never said that. What are you talking about?
What? No,
I
no.
said
So
to
tell me
you
what?
that
No,
no,
didn't
what I
you
said
start
to,
by
that is
saying
why you need to listen.
inflation? Didn't you say
Okay.
inflation
Right,
in
sir, we cannot have a proper discourse if we're just going to talk over each other. So you speak first and then I'll speak.
Sure. You started the conversation by telling us that inflation in 2015 was 3 point something percent, and inflation in 2025 was 5 point something percent. So that means that the cost of living is higher in 2024 than in 2015. That was the basic argument that you made. No, that is not how you evaluate. That's not how you evaluate it.
My word.
Is it?
Okay, so first,
I have said already.
Can I ask a question for clarification? Because I want to follow the conversation. Can I ask one simple question?
Sure.
Please, I beg you. Based on the numbers you give yourself, my understanding is that the cumulative increases over the years has consistently grown. The cost of inflation has grown over the years consistently, with the exception of 2027. Am I correct, sir? 2017, am I correct?
Correct,
Yes, sir.
correct.
Thank you very much.
So, and that's the basis of the argument. So, again, by the way, this is why I say, we have to listen to know what we're talking about, because it seems like you're having a different argument altogether. The reason I came up here in the first place was for you to clarify why you are implying that cost of living did not increase. This is why caution even went as far as to say, hold up, give me a second.
I think I understand what you're saying. I think I understand what you're saying.
This is why even caution went on to say, wait, because we have to be clear, because how you said it just now, it would imply that the cost of living simply because
Me understand what you're saying. Me understand exactly what you're saying. Yeah, me understand what you're saying.
Engineer, man. When people speak, brother, man, we are cutting. Man, explain where my
No, I say I understand what he's saying now. I say I understand his point now.
Listen, the engineer, it's not you alone that listen. Me, I listen.
Okay, go ahead.
100 other people are listen. It's not you alone.
You see, I understand that the general passionate and he's trying to make his point, but we can't have a proper discourse as mature people if we can't hear each other. You get me, I say? So the point I was making, and you seem like you've grasped it, is that cost of living has increased. For you to imply that because wages has increased, cost of living has not, is disingenuous and is incorrect. We cannot position information like that because it implies the wrong thing. Is why caution, as I said, took the time to even stop everybody and say, wait, man, because my little brain has said this, that, and the third to break it down. We cannot do that to our people, that because not everybody can understand CPI and inflation and all that like we do. So please be clear when you're talking.
I understand what you're saying. What has happened is that the conversation sort of went beyond where we have it. And some of the times we use words interchangeably. So you're right. The prices of food have gone up. And the prices of things have gone up generally. Nobody can discount that. That's a part of life that happens all over the world. Things become more expensive. What my point is that wages for public sector workers and minimum wage earners have outstripped the increase in food prices and the increase in the cost of living. So people are better off today than they were back then. Now, do you disagree with that?
A long time not talk. If I may.
I disagree.
Yeah, man, I totally disagree with that. Because let me tell
No,
you.
hear from the young general, you know.
Yeah, man, you're going to hear
from the young general disagree with me.
Yeah, but listen, no.
Let me hear the young general, man. Let me hear the young general and let me hear you.
No, the engineer, I'm more than 5 people there right here, so right now.
Cool.
You can't.
And then we make a comment respond.
So again, for you to make a pronouncement like that is again, brother, misleading. Well, let me tell you why it is.
What is misleading?
Hold on, no. Let me tell you why it is misleading. Wait. Caution, mute him. Kaimo talk over me again. Mute him.
Just take 2 minutes.
Yeah. So it is misleading because while from 2016 to now, the increase of minimum wage earners has increased almost or over 100%. The cost of buying, their buying power, their purchasing power has dramatically decreased. Let me explain exactly how. So in 2015, me have a youth. In 2016, if me I buy Pampers, let's say the Pampers are $2,500, right? In 2024, that same Pampers so me used to pay for $2,500, about not even $4,000, $6,000 now. So if me used to get $6,000 in 20.
I mute me
a while ago. Sorry. So if me coulda use out of my $6,000, $3,000 and buy everything for my son. Now the 15,000 what me I get can barely cover it, and me can tell you that for sure. So for you to say that while it has increased, the salary, their purchasing power has dwindled drastically. So it's not true for you to say that, the engineer. And everyone has that issue. How much time KFC raised over the past year?
Ishtonia, can I respond?
No, man. My time.
Go through, Dr. Cole.
One bread was for $180. 1 pound of chicken was for $180. A pound of rice for $30. A pound of sugar for $40. A pound of flour for $25. A pound of chicken back $70. A pound of turkey neck $50. Today.
When was those price? When was those price, Doctor?
2015.
Some of them something wrong, Dr. Coleman. Come on,
no, man. 2015.
No pound of turkey neck never sell for $50.
2015 in a red pan at Keith shop. That is my father's shop. 2015. Me not ask you that.
No, man. No pound of turkey neck never sell for $50.
I ask you that, brother. Tell me, I tell you. A pound of chicken was for $70. I no ask me, I ask you.
Elana, you can't argue with the man like that, because the man I tell you something. Remember, say you don't have no way of knowing that for sure, so you can't say that.
Turkey neck is something I love.
Listen, guys, I want to kill the conversation over the turkey neck.
We are going to the prices.
Finishing point, man. Make cool finishing point. I want to disrupt it over the turkey neck price.
A pound of chicken now is for $350. A pound of turkey neck $350. A pound of chicken back $200. Right? A pound of rice $100. A pound of flour $100. A pound of cornmeal 2015, right? Was $35. Now $110.
What percentage increase are those? What percentage increases are those?
I think about 200%, sir.
No, ask me, ask no man that me grew up in anybody who can go in the panel live and know about red pan, come up and make them tell me a guru in a shop.
All right.
Dr. Cole, are you disagreeing with what the young general said?
Wait the man, Akam. Because he might wait a long time for answer. Let me hear what he have to say.
Akam.
So again, let's be clear. The point that you made is a very, very valid point, but it can be unsound if it's not understood properly. So let me explain.
No, man.
You're absolutely right.
What is the rise in the cost of living based on your calculation?
Big boss, can you allow me to speak, please? All right. So it's important, right, for understand that in a perfect economic system or financial structure, right?
That's correct.
What you would ideally want is that as inflation increase, wage increase, right? To the point where it balances or wage increases. So your cost of living, your wage increase is above the inflation. So your cost of living supersedes inflation.
So
right?
wait, slow down.
So that is easier.
No, wait a man, slow down. So you're saying if wages exceed cost of living,
wages exceed.
Then purchasing power increases.
No. Listen
yes
closely.
or no?
No, because that's incorrect. If wages increase, right, to
exceed the cost of exceed inflation.
Please stop saying cost of living and inflation the same thing. It's not. So if wages increase to equal or above inflation, then your cost of living comes down. That's how that goes. Because it's easier now for your purchasing power, your real wage, right? That's the real income where you have now to spend money, your real liquidity. That allows you now to live a proper lifestyle. So your cost of living comes down. So in a perfect system, that's what should happen. It is.
No,
So
no,
you're
repeat
right.
that. Repeat that. You're saying if wages exceed inflation, cost of living
Right.
comes down?
The amount your purchasing power increases. Let
Your
me put it like
purchasing power increase. But what you said happens, the cost of living.
I
When
am saying,
wages,
Jesus. Okay, so we're talking about real wages. You know what a real wage is, right?
boss man,
I'm
if
asking
wait,
if you can
boss
use the
man,
term.
sir,
Wait, no.
if the rise
Sorry.
in your wage
Oh God.
exceeds inflation,
Mhm.
what happens?
Your cost of living, right, is I don't want to say cost of living come down because it increases. However, your ability to maintain at that cost of living increases. Your purchasing power. That's why I said that term.
So
Your
if
purchasing power increases.
wages exceed inflation, your purchasing power goes up.
That's what I just said. Wait there.
Okay,
You're not
beautiful.
listening.
So why Rastenheimer disagree with me?
No,
Me
what
and
I'm
you are saying the
saying.
same
Listen
thing.
up,
Why
brother.
Rastenheimer
You
disagree
have
with
to
us?
really listen to what I'm saying. Listen. In a perfect system, that's what should happen. That is not what happens in Jamaica. That has never been what happens in Jamaica. So then to say that, oh, wages has increased, right? And so because cost of living is this much, but raising and increase, the thing balanced. No, it has not. It's never been balanced. Are you going to sit there now, really as the intelligent man I think you are, and say that the cost of living, the purchasing power for Jamaicans right now is above what they can live? No. Yeah, people are still live out of Canberra. What you talking about?
You just agreed with me that if wages exceed,
I agree with that position in a perfect system. That's what I said to you. Yes.
What
That
you
is
talking
not. Oh, listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the problem. No, listen. You
yeah,
have to
man, let me
listen
hear
to
it.
it.
Let me hear it. Let me hear
Again,
you.
what I said, cost of living, let me not even use that. Purchasing power, right?
No, stick to inflation.
Increases. All
So
right,
inflation
as
went up by
inflation,
70%. And your calculation
Sorry,
agrees with me.
real words them, AK. Please, sorry for
Wait, no man, brethren. You see me as a dunce, brother, try listen, the engineer. Please, me I beg you. Make me can learn, no, brother. Just make me can learn, no. Other people in the comments are listen, brother. 100 people there. May the people them get a good listening, brother, and on Sunday evening I might have stop just try confuse the thing, brother. It's not
Right.
talking to the
Not
point,
confuse the
talking
thing.
to
Not confuse the
understand,
thing.
brother. So when the man explain, make the man explain before you just a dash question all about the place.
Okay,
So
okay.
you can't get
All right. Go on,
come
young
on,
general.
man.
Yeah, listen.
all right.
No, sir.
So again,
Go on,
let
young
me say
general.
this.
Yeah, listen.
All right. So cost of living is directly proportional, right, to inflation. So as inflation increases, cost of living increases. But that is not the be all and end all of the situation. What we have to think about now is purchasing power. So guess what happened now? If cost of living increase or inflation increase, but your purchasing power increases as well, then your cost of living is not going to affect your ability to function properly. You can live well because your purchasing power is above the cost of living. You get me? So in order for that to happen though, in a perfect financial system, in a perfect economy, as your cost of living or your inflation then increase, your wages would increase to match that. I am saying to you, you are right in that position that you are saying. However, it is disingenuous to say that to make it seem like this is the case because wages has increased. No, that is not the case currently. Because even though the wages has increased, your cost of living does not balance with the wage increase. You get what I'm saying?
King,
The purchasing power is
it's a
still
very,
lower.
it's sir, it's a very simple calculation. We see what an item cost in 2015 relative to your wage, and we see what the item costs in 2024 relative to your wage, and if your wage is either going above it, or if you're below it and you're going closer to it, you have greater spending power. It's a very simple calculation.
No. So basically, when I try to get the understanding is that now, the balance where the engineer talk about, don't have balance already, and in order to catch up
Foolishness you talk. The guy didn't say that.
The engineer just brother, you make me as a little youth, just a dunce. I understand what the man has said and you not understand. The man basically I tell us
Big man, the foolishness here, sir.
Listen, the engineer. Basically, what I must say, if we have a perfect system from day one, that would have worked. But we have to catch it. If in order to correct this now, basically, to my understanding, we have to go catch it back from way back. Or try to balance it from them time there, from them time there, to catch it back to now. So we spending power would increase. Because if spending power is a problem.
Caution. There is no perfect. No, caution. Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. No, give me no. Let me say something.
No, wait, no, Papa.
Give me a chance to say no, man, young general. Let me say something to caution. Young general, I was on. No, young general. You make your point already. No, you made your point.
Big boss, me just go right now.
No, but you made your point already. Allow me to.
You don't get your opportunity to make the point.
Let me respond to your.
Engineer, you are trying to add your point, not try to understand where I must say.
Yeah, but let me explain something to caution.
Caution. Well, I know I can explain if boy me say that I try to say I've not make me kind of understand.
Yeah, all right. So what may I say? Me don't want because you grasp most of it, but the conclusion still not there. All me I say is this. Me could put it down in layman terms. Cause the pretty word then probably I'm sure. In layman terms, all me I say is this. If it cost me $1,000 to buy some chicken back, and all I'm get my original pay was $100, but let's say I get a 200% increase or whatever it want be, but it increases my wage to $500, I still I go struggle for buy the $1,000 chicken back.
Okay. Yeah. I perfectly understand. So we'll be on the same way. No?
Yeah. So even though my spending. Even though my wages increase, my spending power still not meeting the needs we have in terms of the cost.
Okay. So, Kasha, young general, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, man, got you.
Okay. So let's say that we have two persons and they're earning $100. They're minimum wage earners. They're trying to make a life for themselves. Okay? One person gets a pay increase that is exactly equivalent to inflation. The other person gets an increase that is greater than inflation. Who is better off?
The person will have an increase that's greater than the overall inflation. The cost of living, I should say.
Is the increase in minimum wage between 2012 and 2024 greater than the overall inflation from 2012 to 2024?
Absolutely not.
So by your calculation, inflation from the cumulative inflation, you gave us the numbers. You agreed with me with how to calculate the cumulative inflation. It comes up to 71%. Minimum wage jumped by 140% in the same period.
Minimum wage has jumped by 140% the same period. You're absolutely right. But again, I keep talking. Sir, if I have a 140% increase on a dollar...
I'm going to repeat what I just said to you. We use your calculation. I use your calculation.
Allow me to answer the question you asked me.
Sir, your calculation shows the cumulative inflation as 71%.
You're not listening.
That's what your calculation shows. Yeah, and you agree that minimum wage jumped by 140%. Make your argument.
Right. So allow me to make it. Bro, we don't need to argue like this. No, we don't know what we feel like we need to do this. A simple math. And it's not really that hard. A 5-year-old can understand this. If it cost, all right, yes, cost of living or inflation, whatever has increased. If you increase my 1 cent pay by 100%, do you think that still matches the $500 what we need? Come on, stop being silly.
No.
Yeah.
And this is you're making a weak argument.
No,
you're making a weak argument. I put the scenario to you. No, wait. I put the scenario to you.
You have to allow me to finish. You have to allow me to finish, man. Zane, I'm going to jump after this because I feel like we're going to be constructive right now.
No. Let's take your time. I think we are cover good ground. Go on, talk. Make your point.
Yeah, man. Let me make one simple point and cut. Come here, Philip. Again, gentle people, a simple maths. You know, we want to complicate it to make it sound like something where you need to be in a college for sit down in a lecture theater and understand. If it costs you $500 for your rent, and you're currently getting $2 for your pay, and then you have a pay increase of 100%. 100% of $2 cannot still allow you to live at the cost that it costs you to live. Because a $500 you need. So even when it's 100% increase, it still does not equate in a balance. That's simple maths.
Question. Didn't you have that problem to begin with?
No.
Listen, so now we're having a different
I'm
discourse.
asking you a question. When you were earning, say you were earning 2 cents.
Yes, the
and the
problem
cost of
remain-
food. No.
Yes, the
you were earning
problem
2
was there.
cents.
So what's your point? Yes,
No.
the problem was
So
there.
we in the boss, man. We in the boss, man. Let me take time.
But
You're earning
wait,
2 cents.
wait, designer. Let me ask you something before you go. Do you agree with the point that I made? Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, but you listen to what
Wait,
I'm
no,
asking.
make who start from Joe.
All right, say your point again. Make your point again.
Again, it cost me $500 to live.
Yes.
And my current wages that I'm getting, my cumulative wage is $2. And I get 150%.
What do you mean cumulative
increase.
wage?
Wait, no. 150%
What do you mean by cumulative
increase.
wage?
Every month, all the money them I make, me get that. What do you mean? What me mean by cumulative wage?
So it costs you $500 to live, but you're
It
making
costs
$2.
$500.
Go ahead.
I'm making what? Let me say, I make 2 cents then.
Yeah.
I make it as blatantly possible. Cause I don't know why we're
Yeah, man.
Cool.
It costs you
So
$500 to live, but you're making $2.
I mean, I make 2 cents, and you
2
give
cents.
me
2 cents.
Me I make
And
2
fast
cents.
forward 9 years.
Wait, no man, and you give me an increase of 100% cumulative.
140%.
140%. Fine. Caution, calculate that real quick. 140. So I don't know.
140% and
1.4 times 2.
It's not 1.4, so don't do that.
Are you serious?
All right, go on, do your thing. Try it and see. Try it and see if you multiply 1.4 by a number and see if it works out to 140%.
Not $2.
No,
2 cents.
let's try it. Let's try it. Multiply 1.4 by
Listen,
1 and see if you get 140%. Let's try
Listen
it.
to what I am saying to you, sir.
DNJ,
I'm
why you
telling you that is not how the maths work, and you're telling me how it goes.
DNJ, the brethren is tell with the thing like a kindergarten. He might teach us.
And I'm telling you that you don't multiply a number by 1.4 to get 140%. That is not how it's done.
Put that aside.
Jesus Christ.
He's explaining the thing so
it's
easy to
fine.
us. And you are making it so hard?
I'm not making it hard. I'm just pointing out where it's
But
wrong.
But you're not allowing me to even land.
All right. Young General.
Ask you again. We're going to break it down.
So, Young General,
Jesus Christ.
things cost $500.
Wait, no.
You're
Things cost
making $2.
$500. Wait, no.
You're making 2 cents.
Listen up, Papa. Allow me to speak, please. Because of this bagger. $500 it costs me. Then, we are going to rock with 100% then. Then, $1 me I get. Cool? My increase is 100%. How much may I get now? My overall wage now. You're the mathematician, apparently.
I don't understand what you just say. You're earning 2
Jesus
cents.
Christ, man never just say that.
No, wait. Relax, man. You're earning 2 cents. If you get 100% increase on that,
How much am
you're
I
now
going to
earning
get now?
4 cents.
All right, good. So my 4 cents, does my 4 cent balance the $500 we need?
We never said whether or not minimum
Which is
wage
the point,
earners can
sir.
earn.
Listen
No.
All right,
You're
good.
mistaking the conversation.
No, that's good. Listen up. Wait,
No,
wait,
the
we're
question
getting there.
is he
that-
better off than the man
Papa,
who got less
listen
than
up.
100%?
Jaja, do you agree that it does not balance? You agree with that?
Big man,
4% equal $500, right?
you're talking something else. It didn't balance to begin with.
So now we're having a different
It
conversation.
never
about
balanced to
it never
begin with.
balanced.
It
Okay,
wasn't balanced
cool.
to begin with.
So
When
the
he was
point
earning
then,
2
that is
cents,
not balanced.
big man, was it balanced at 2 cents?
So, no, it was not.
So it wasn't balanced to begin with. So we're not
wait a
asking
minute,
if it's
wait a minute.
balanced. We're asking if it's
You're
better.
the engineer. So
Big
wait,
man, the question is not if it's balanced. The question is it
better?
better?
No, it is not. Because if my
How can
cost
it
of
not be
living-
better, big man?
No,
How
listen
can it
now.
not be better? Think about what you're
You
saying.
have to listen. No, that's the point.
Yeah, man, let me listen to you.
If
So you said the first.
Listen, oh my God. Listen, Papa. Because if my cost of living originally was $250 at my 2%, at my 2 cents, and now my cost of living is $500, and I get 100% increase, so now I get 4 cents. You think I'm better? No, I'm not. Why would you ever think that's better? How will you come to that conclusion? So explain that to me. Make that make sense.
You're not better, sir.
If I may,
You could not be better than that. What kind of maths am I do?
No, man, just one point. If I may. So by your analogy, the engineer, earlier, I don't know if last year or the year before, there was a massive compensation review. And if by your analogy, we are saying that everybody, we get an increase of 20% on our salary, and we feel nice and whatever the case is. So if the increase was so massive and good for the country, why would the political class get a 300% increase and not the same amount as the 20% that we would have had?
I don't understand where you're going with the conversation. Me and Axon have a nice discussion about cost of living and and you reach somewhere else.
No, it's the same thing. I'm saying to you.
No, man, you're talking about something else, big man.
No, man, it's the same thing. Listen up. You need to listen sometime, brother.
Okay, boss.
I'm saying to you that if by your explanation you're saying that we're better off, why is there anarchy now? Saying that if me get 20% and the Prime Minister and all of the parliamentarians, all of them, get a 300% increase and the cost of living is still going up, why is it an issue now? Because you say we are make more money. That's what I want to know. Because as far as I'm concerned, I received that increase and I'm worse off now than I was before. I am. And I can say that. And many other civil servants can say the same thing. The only set of civil servants that will not say that is those that make over a particular threshold of money.
Okay. Let me try again and let me deal with Axam. Axam, when you're making 2 cents per month, how much of that 2 cents did you use to buy food with?
That is such a convoluted question.
Just answer the question. How much of that 2 cents did you use to buy food with?
I don't know. I use 1 cent. No, let me see. Let me hear where I'm going with this. All right, I use one cent. No. I use 50% of my money. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. So you say the food prices cost 50% of your money. So you use 1 cent to buy the food. Now, if I multiply that food price that you are buying by inflation, wouldn't that tell me what the future cost would be for you to buy the same things that you're buying before?
Provided that inflation increases linearly instead of exponentially, which
does cumulatively. If we can work out the cumulative thing like what you showed me, because we both agree. Sir.
Answer the question before you continue.
Man, Axam, but let me set the question. No? Axam, let me set the question.
Right, go ahead.
But Axam, me listen to you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
So Axam, remember, me and you already agree. Inflation, cumulatively, 71%. Me and you do not disagree on this. See, right. You provided the numbers, and the numbers work out exactly what I've been telling this platform for a long time. See? No, I'm saying I'm a minimum wage earner. I earn 2 cents. I use 50% of my money to buy food. If I multiply that 50%, that one cent that I use to buy food, and increase it by inflation, doesn't that mean that I'm able to buy the same things that I could buy before?
No, it does not, and this is what I'm trying to answer.
Explain how you wouldn't allow me to buy the same things.
That's what I was trying to do before. You said explain. Inflation does not increase linearly, so it's not a step-by-step thing. Inflation could increase by 20% tomorrow, based on how the economy is organized.
No, man, we're using the cumulative impact, King. Don't be cute.
No, man.
We're using the cumulative impact. We have a start date. We have no, sir.
And it shouldn't be so hard.
Sir,
allow me to finish. You see?
All right, go on, let me hear you.
You have to allow me to finish, Papa.
Yeah, man, let me allow you.
Again, inflation is not a linear transition.
Correct.
Right? And again, for those that are listening, I'm going to say step by step. So increase by $1, $2, $3, $4. And I say increase.
Correct.
Right? So then, therefore, the cumulative amount that you would be getting obviously might be different. So you cannot use that because it's not a linear increase, it's more exponential than anything else.
No, but we already have all the step-by-step numbers.
No, but you still
You
not
gave us the
getting
step.
it.
No, you gave us the step. No, you gave us the step-by-step numbers from the start of January 2015. It's 2015 you went back to. From the start of January 2015, when the PNP was in power, incidentally, and you carried the numbers all the way down to the end of 2024. So you even included an extra year for the GLP. No problem. Let's use your numbers anyway. See? And we are saying from the
And by
start
the
of
way, let me point this out.
2015.
Sorry to interject, but let me point this out.
No, man, no,
I'm
no,
not
no, no,
PNP or JLP. I don't
no,
want
no,
that to
come
be
on,
a
man. Me listen to
not
your
a conversation.
question.
Wait, no,
But
let
me
just
listen
point
to
this
your
out.
question. That's
I
answer
am
mine,
allowing
man.
you. Can I make a statement?
No, man,
It's not
let
a
me
question.
answer. No, let me set the
Wait, no,
question first,
because
and
it's
then you can
important
go
and
through.
prudent to the point that you're making.
Boss man, let me set my question, and then you can say all what you want to see.
All right, go ahead.
So you have given us the exact inflation numbers from the start of 2015 to the end of 2024. Cumulatively, it comes up to 71% increase.
Okay.
And I'm saying, if I was using 50% of my salary to buy food, wouldn't that 50% of my salary, whatever it be, in the example that you have given, is a man who earns 2 cents. So 50% is 1 cent. Wouldn't he now need 1.7 cents to buy the same thing that he was buying at the start of 2015? Yes or no?
Yes. What you call? No, wait, no. Don't say yes, no.
Aksam,
Wait,
answer the question and don't make anybody intimidate
no,
you.
wait, no. Stop all that. You don't need to do that. Trust me. I'm not easily intimidated. Yeah, you don't need to do that. It's not a political minefield. We're having a discourse about our people. That try to say too. I'm not PNP or JLP. We're talking about Jamaica. We could keep it to that. It's the economic system of Jamaica we're talking about now. Like that me care about. So what I'm saying now, to answer your question, is that if we even calculate it on that rudimentary level that you did, because again, you're not accounting for the exponential growth, but it's fine. Cool. We'll do that. Why I'm agreeing with your point now. Yes, that is what the case is. What's your point exactly?
Okay, beautiful. So that 50% of that man's salary is 1.7, correct? Now let's increase his salary by 100%, as we said. So now he's not earning $2. He's now earning $4.
Right.
What is 50% of $4?
Wait, no, I'm glad that you said
Hey,
that.
wait.
Wait.
Spartacus.
No, I hear you. Wait.
Spartacus.
This.
What
is cost of living, sir?
Aksam, I don't like when we have a nice discussion and when you just need to just answer a simple question you can't answer. Man now enjoys a one.
Hold on, man. Wait now, the engineer, and a psycho. When him asks you a question, you want to explain. So it's best you give him back the same respect. No,
Okay, no problem.
So again, Majid, you're not accounting for exponential growth, and that's fine. What you're not also taking account of is the cost of living and living wages. Real wage is what we're talking about. Yeah, your spending power is really what we're talking about. This is the substantive point. So now that you understand really where we're going, because I think I understand what you're trying to say. You're really not all water though.
Okay, make it no whole water. What is
Right.
50%? Now, after the 100% increase to his salary, what is 50% of that?
Again, you are speaking.
Answer the question, big
You
man.
not hear me.
Answer the question.
No, so- but
What
you're
is
not- you're not-
50% of 4?
Oh my God. Okay, $2. Continue.
$2. So before, the first man needed to use, what you say? If we were to increase, he needed to use half of his salary to buy food. And this man now can buy more with 50% of his salary.
And
That is what you're
I'm
just
trying
saying.
to say to you.
No, that is what you just proved. The second man is now able to buy more with 50% of his salary than the first man.
How does your mind work like this? No.
Hold on, Benjamin, the engineer, 2015. No, you're not going to be killer.
No, wait. It's not an argument.
That was so easy.
No, we understand. We both understand as dunce as maybe. But the technicality of this, like how you go down into the technicality of the whole system, is that you kindly have to remember that it's not all food raised by 70%. I'm going to outline that before. I'm going to explain it back again. Rice has risen over 70%. Sugar has risen over 70%. There's a lot of food that has risen over 70%. And some food might just go 70% or probably below 70%. But you have to check the populace, the mass amount of food that people consume. Has it gone over 100%? These are how you calculate. Since we're getting technical, we need to technical down the thing then to the wire. Because you're basically trying to say that people now can buy more food than 2015 based on the numbers where you are present. Yes, but at the end of the day, based on the reality of somebody who are going to buy a pound of rice, a pound of flour, a pound of chicken back, the 70% does not imply to that person.
Hey guys, we're going to have to leave on the right now.
Axam,
it was nice. Hold on, Axam, go on to something. No.
Just a second.
Caution, when you back on. No, wait a man. Caution, when you back on.
Leave, man.
No, the foolishness on the run. Man, have a life. No, man, have a life.
I'm not here.
When you back on, Caution.
Just a second, guys.
Caution, when you back on. Later. Guys, me have to shake. Me have some stuff I have to go and deal with.
No, but bro,
Right? Nice thing. We're going to do some more.
No, man.
Let me make the point before you cut, man. Because you
Make your point.
No, first and foremost.
I have a few questions, 3 questions for him after.
Guys, I'll be back on the live.
The cost of living, you're implying that cost of living have to do with just food alone, which it does not. First and foremost. Second,
No.
exponential growth.
You already said that they're linear. You said there's a linear
I
relationship
never said that.
between...
You that me tell you, listen closely. Never ever said that cost of living.
Bassman. Everybody understand the calculation.
No. Oh my God, that's the point. It's not linear. You're assuming it's a linear.
No. Don't worry about that. Using your example, the first man.
Yeah, we have a conversation, a discussion.
Caution. What go on?
Yeah?
But nice there. The first man needed to use 50% of his salary to buy food, and the second man in 2024 needed to use less than 50% of his salary to buy the same items of food. That is why me and you just show. We just worked it out.
Just thought you did that.
Think about it, someone. Think about it, someone.
The engineer.
Engineer.
I feel like you think you're being
about it some more, big man.
$3,000 could have buy 20
current cost of living. You realize that, right?
Sir. Think about it some more. I can't think about it some more. You made an error.
Well, man, listen, man. We want to come on a day where mutual for the two and then can reason this out with other people. Time same I forgot and them thing. Anybody else want?
But I have 3 questions. We just have 3 questions for the engineer and make him go on.
No,
3 questions. You can answer them. You don't have to answer them.
Guys.
You don't have to answer them. No.
Just track.
You don't have to answer them.
I won't remember them. Just track caution. Just track caution thing and I'll pass through.
Listen to them. Listen. Write them down.
Let me hear your question.
Caution, make a jump to it. Come
Here's the question. 3 questions. Question number 1. Does Jamaica benefit from the taxes collected from the automotive industry? The whole importing a car, buying a car, selling car, servicing car in Jamaica. That's 1. Does the people benefit from that?
That's a big question.
Good. Second question. If Jamaica is doing better economically under this government, shouldn't that reflect also in our infrastructure like water, road, hospital, just basic public health care, water and road? That's the third question. The second question.
Okay,
and
go on.
And the third and final question. How are you economically
better off. I mean, matching with inflation, your future, and everything that you have to consume now.
Okay, all right,
Those are
cool.
my three
Later,
questions.
later we talk about them now. All right? All right, guys, we talk. I have to go.
Big up yourself.
Alright.
I believe the labor right get half price when them go shop.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm finding out? And I'm finding out this the hard way. The people who are pushing for a JLP administration third term are very dishonest. Because I've traveled the length and breadth of Jamaica, and the one problem that is consistent is bad road. That is first and foremost. The second bad problem, and I see that from last year, from last May to now, is a water problem, water management issue under this administration. So that is two. And healthcare. Healthcare is, I'm not going to talk about the obvious crime and violence and lack of employment and lack of opportunities, but the three basic: road, healthcare, and water. This government feel miserable. Everything them feel and everything, you know. But generally across the board, everybody in every aspect, every walks of our community, every niche of our community feel these three: bad road, water, and healthcare. Labor right PNP, ghetto man, uptown man, country man, Mandeville man, Mobile man, Negril man, Ochi man, everybody feel it. St. Mary man, everybody feel across the board. We have to make a concerted effort to vote them out.
So, based on what me understanding of the evil now, even though the engineer is just trying to paint one picture, look on try for slick, you know. Come here and listen to him, you know, as dunce as maybe. He might try to use the cost of living, to say go by 70%. But when him talking later on, just listen to him say food. Him now remember the cost of living mean buying gas, paying rent. All these other things included in a cost of living, you know. But you know which one him take out for talk about in the language. Can say, oh, cost of living have gone up by 50-70%, right? Okay, and don't you agree that it have better, more amount will earn that amount if a way is him pay by 140% that him can buy. Come here and listen to him and as done says maybe me and listen to him and I say what I eat that I do him and him swear think him slick like slick brick. Cost of living
half price when them go shop.
No, but cost of living no mean alone food. Cost of living mean various amount of things, transportation, rent, all of these things. So him have to take out the food out of it and calculate how much percentage of food raised by and calculate if it match to the minimum wage. That's why I'm listening and them always say a good learner is a good listener, you know. So them say it going to say
because I think everybody does a work for food alone.
Yeah, but not only
that's why
that.
I'm come and spill them fucker there.
Yeah,
and convince Kasha said them get half price.
No, well, I know one son, that I know the point when I try to get at. In literally, I try to trick the people, them, and I listen to what I just said.
Yeah, man, that's
20%, right? Inflation is at, it raised from 2015 to 2024. And the year gone up to 140%. But cost of living, right, does not consist of food alone. So him would have to separate the food because when him go in at the later part-time argument, him not tell us that it's cheaper for your rent to an house or this or that, you know, him state food. So him not be honest with the first part of the conversation. It's like a trick question for ask you, for you for agree, say, yeah man, cost of living gone up by 70% and yeah man, you don't have more because you need to separate from that cost of living the percentage of food. So we have to analyze how much it costs of food because that is where he might try to go at. He now use the whole cost of living to say, well then, okay, you know, it might be a little better to live in a Jamaica based on all of the adversities. But our main problem is food because food can be the one where really eat up the whole of your pay. You understand what I say? Food can be the one that will eat up the whole of your pay. But him think him slick, man. May I listen to him, man? No. Him leave because the question I'm ask him Because him a talk about the whole cost of living, I mean, I tell him, say, the person who buy the food, like the pound of rice, the pound of flour, this and that from 2017 till now, them don't say 70%. Him understand what me I say, you know? Him no want hear that because him know true. Him know if you calculate it, it's not 70%. But if you calculate like rent, probably light, water, all of these things, it might come up to 70%. No joke about that. But if you take away food, because the thing about percentages, you know, you see, you can have a high percentage in something and you have a low percentage in this, and it bring down the percentage there. So overall, per average, you'd have 70%. How much it costs the food price? Probably food price at 200% it increased by. How much rent and light bill might raise by? Probably raise by 140 or 150%. You understand? But when you come divide them now, add them and divide them, you might get 70. So you have to separate the food from them, something there to calculate how much you're spending more for food. Because food is the reality of the thing, you know. The reality of the thing is food, because you can literally live without. People are live without house, like literally, yeah. People, your food is a thing where you have to live with, where you can't live without. You understand what I say? Every other else thing where we might take part in, we can live around, because you have people not paying a light bill, you have people not paying a water bill, you have people not paying a rent. You understand? So you can't calculate that. The food is the more important part. How much it costs for food. Yes, Mr. Cole.
Yeah. Even if you say, take out rent and so, you stick on the basic item, food. 2015, Mr. Owens carry a basket and say at $3,000. Carry back that same basket today at $7,500.
It can't more than that, man.
All right.
The power of spending, and based on what Akama tried to tell me, say it was half already, and even though you have calculated from 2015 to 2024 percentage of where you are increased the pay by, you have to calculate the percentage of where food increased by at that time also. Rent might not relatively move high, but at the end of the day we are more concerned about the food.
So I'm convinced that them get half price. All of them blogger they were taught them nonsense there. Cause food no get cheaper, no time at all.
Exactly. So when we outline it, he want to cut because he doesn't want
to. Bread move by nearly 110%.
More than that.
Nearly?
More than that.
A bread move by go about 170%. A bread move by, because it was 180. Yeah. And now
180.
Yeah, 180.
500 550. 550 now.
Right. Chicken move from 180 to 350 now.
Yeah. I think them get half price at shop.
Right?
Must half price them get a shop, because every time I go buy, everything get there and there every minute. So when I say now make no sense, no time at all either way. Because even if you only buy food, the food price are raised. Said way, it not get cheaper.
Caution. Good evening, panelists. I was here listening to the reason, and trust me, it was a very informative and educated reasoning, only for the fact that what his name never let Akon finish up him points. He always butt in with a lot of questions before. And we see one time you have live like this where you have people where more educated about how certain things run. People have to learn to understand. So there are other people who is listening and trying to be informed. You know, for me it was a really, really good discussion to listen to. Just sorry said the two of them did have to jump off still, especially Akon, but it was a really, really good discussion to listen to. But I can tell you this: cost of living has gone up from where it was in 2015 by whole times. Okay, so no let nobody come and try to paint a different picture. Cost of living has gone up
far, far, far. The same item that you used to buy in 2016 for $2,000 cannot give you it. Can't. Right, that's what I left for me thing. So no.
Yeah, man, I understand that, man.
Bad baller, what go on?
Yo, what go on? I understand all of that, man, but at the end of the day, you see, a discussion is what it takes, you know, because when we talk to ourselves, we don't really get a base of a conversation. A lot of times, if you have something where you want to share, you share, but sometimes you want to have a base of discussion wherein people can sit and actually listen. It's just that the engineer is a man in don't really want nobody to speak when they must speak, especially when time them might have a strong point and try to derail the conversation. So me have to try to see if we can get him to stop talk, make the other person say what they have to say, because he's just here to probably screen record and try to get people to agree with what he must say, to put out the narrative that what he must try to paint. That's all him there for. But the conversation, you have to have conversation. You have to have conversation with people. You understand? To hear them points where they must spread out there, and it is also best for actually hear if we can if there is anything for debunk and correct it in front of other people than for have one person over east attack something and one person over west attack something. Logically, when the two of them come together and them a reason, you understand? People can look through it and say, well, then alright, you know, that makes sense, or that makes sense, you know, and whatsoever. You check, so I guess some me the right now. I'm really try to move forward from the whole heap of insults and the whole heap of this and the whole heap of that. I nah move a serious thing, you know. People come here to learn, you understand, and me I learn too, because I sit down and I learn myself. So me even come here to learn too, so I don't really want nobody like tell me say don't do this or not do that. Make you learn, you understand, because I learn where I learn. The sense of my mind will see what's going on, and if them can't understand me there, for any time I hear nothing, I try to break it down further than where it is, that a normal person can listen and say, oh, that you mean, yeah. This is how it there. Shaka Wagwan.
Me there in general, I'm here just listening, you know. Yeah. Never want to drop in on it still. Me just cause you don't know, even though me may have some knowledge about some stuff, me know there's people out there that have a lot more than I do. So yeah, me just kick back and, you know, and listen still, you know. I'm there, man, and I have to commend you that I like your channel still. You know, I like to come on here, brother. You know.
That's what we have to do. We have to just do that. You understand? It's the right way to go. Not bother with the bagger. Listen, not follow the labor right like them.
Right.
And,
So,
sorry,
at one point I was listening. I remember one person was saying something about what they're saying. Something about chicken neck and what it cost, and how much the price have increased. But my thing is, sometimes where does a person actually purchase something all the time? Is it one place they go and purchase a particular item and then decided to say things increase, price of things really increase? It's hard to say.
But you see, Shaka, that is the thing. That's why I'm telling you, I'm trying to break it down smaller than what he must do. Because me might pay $500 for bread, but you have some place for your hardware bread, national hardware bread, but you have some places that pay $6.50 bills.
Yeah, because remember there was this kind of thing where the government, they put things in place so some persons can actually exercise and increase their price on stuff they're selling. That was an issue. So it's hard if you go into one place or a shop and buy this thing all the while and I say, you know, that is the price for it. There's other places that are cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Are more expensive. So
that's a technical consideration. But the main fact is that when they come around and implying that we have more spending power, it is all an illusion. And people who actually go in the supermarket and go in the wholesale and go wherever them go, they know this. But I don't know why is it that the government is trying to force it on you to actually make it think that into the day you actually have more spending power. You don't. And Tonio raised a great point. I said, well then if you give the teachers and the lower class 20% per year, I think or so, right? Why you take such a massive percentage for you as a politician? We get wholly more times than them.
Right.
That alone show you said then you know that the things gone way out of hand. You know.
Mhm.
And you give a little paid person a little tat and you take the big whack. And that was there if you listen to Nigel Clark's speech, that was his explanation for the parliamentary as I said things kind of get expensive and it's not this and that and rated. They know. But them twist numbers and configure numbers to them own benefit. I just saw them stay.
Right. Right.
I've
seen that.
black boy.
I've seen that a lot, brother. You know. I've seen that.
Betty black boy. What go on?
Yeah, caution. You know, say, me there and I listen to no things still. And me I tell you the truth. I got a lot of information from it. You see me? Pertaining to and them thing there. I mean, respect how you have to make them know so them to allow the man and make them talk because you want to learn, which means you want to learn. You see me? Because I've never heard it explained in that form. You see me?
Yeah.
The next thing
Yeah. Me get a good understanding this evening about everything.
We have to stop make that thing we have to we have to know we have to draw the line when we are talking about JLP and PNP. This is in general because anytime with no government, no neither JLP or PNP now give we a 100% rate. Them we take it for themselves, you know. Zane, but them now give we a 100% rate. And I don't care, I could have 40 years from now or 40 years before now. Minimum wage is always going to be low. And you know why minimum wage always going to be low, General, no matter which government in the power. The private sector, if minimum wage
And I hear you, Betty. I hear Betty at time.
Betty, fix up your mic or something.
But right still, you know, it's not.
If you realize, if you realize, the private sector only pay you enough for you to come back to work the next week. To my general, so whether it be JLP or whether it PNP, once the minimum wage go over a certain height, them are gonna start redundant people. Them are gonna start sending home people. Because them are gonna claim to say no, say it pressuring pan. Feed them purse. Them set them quota already, you know. How much money them want to make for the year, you know. Them set them quota. So we profit. We are make $10 million for the year. So if you as the employee are gonna cut in and feed them profit for the year, them not have that. Them are gonna find some way to reach that target there. Whether them are gonna raise the product, the food, whatsoever they are producing and selling to the public, and then we are gonna say a government make them raise it. Whichever government, because that's the way it has been since the years coming up. But yes, it's true we are play a blame game, and one side over here say a PNP do this and a PNP do that. One side over here say JLP do this and a JLP do that. And the culprit them in the middle look on the two sides and a laugh.
Yeah, but you see, Betty, you have to understand, you know. To me,
Hold on. Remember, in times gone by, we used to have food inspectors and price inspectors will go around and say.
That is what me and just I go say to you now. So you have to remember who removed them something there.
When they make sure though, them cut out. You gotta take a paper. You would have take a paper $20 and buy a sweetie.
But black boy, or black whatever, that's how me I try to get. You have to remember who removed that. Who removed it? Who removed it?
Who removed who changed out the money them?
No, the price inspectors and them something there. and one price. 1980s that change. And in 1980s that change. All that come up 60s, 70s, 50s, 40s, it was just one price.
Yeah, so I want to say, since these things are beneficiary to us as the consumers, as the wider public, why not continue to implement